let me catch you up on what happened if you don't really know what this grid ban is. But basically, on July 3rd, 4th, somewhere around that time, a whole bunch of people started getting banned off Discord for sending textures like this, something with a grid, and things started to escalate. People were sending Minecraft screenshots banned. You can't play Minecraft. Chess, you're a nerd. Get off the platform. Excel, you're employed. You can't be on Discord. Basically, a whole bunch of people started getting banned. There are announcements everywhere. Discord was on fire. And I was on vacation, so I really didn't care at all. But everything came to a head when there was this tweet by Tall Cow YouTube who said, "There's currently a vulnerability in Discord's AI moderation that detects any and all square grid images, such as spreadsheets, chessboards, Minecraft inventory, white and gray transparent backgrounds, as CSAM, and will permanently ban your account." Now, if you don't know, CSAM is child... I can't even say two of those words on YouTube. It's the acronym on screen. It's basically CP, just the official way of saying it. But yeah, if you sent a Minecraft inventory, you would get banned off Discord for child safety. And I've said this multiple times throughout a whole bunch of videos. If you get banned for child safety, it's almost impossible to get unbanned. So people are panicking and freaking out. And I really want to point out with this tweet, there is one thing being blamed, specifically Discord's AI moderation. In fact, Tall Cow says that AI moderation needs to be scrapped and replaced with humans. Now, shockingly, a day later, Discord actually responded to this and explained how it happened. Now, people are skeptical, and most people think that Discord is trying to hide something or lying about AI. So first, I'm going to tell you what Discord said in their whole entire tweet, and then I'm going to tell you what I found out. According to Discord support, they said, "This weekend, our safety systems incorrectly triggered and banned around 200 accounts." And it turns out that 200 accounts is a little bit more of a problem, as Discord explains, but this is what happened. A thread. I hate Twitter. So according to Discord, their systems flag content by matching it against known harmful material. This kind of similarity matching can produce false positives, which is why a member of our trust and safety team always reviews flagged content before any action is taken. Because according to Discord, the intended behavior is that if you send something that gets flagged as CSAM, they are going to ban you to temporarily pause you from uploading more content. So if they think you're sending CSAM, they're going to ban you to stop you, then they'll review it with a human. The problem, though, is that they had a bug which caused the latter. When their human staff reviewed and cleared those accounts, the same bug prevented the ban from being lifted automatically, so it just stayed in place. So the human that is forced to look at CSAM content, a content moderator, the second they realize that today's a good day, I'm just looking at a checker grid, and they click on yes to accept your appeal, it turns out there was a bug that wouldn't get you unbanned. And my favorite part about this is that it turns out Discord realized that around 8,200 accounts were affected by the bug from May of 2026 through last week. So this bug went on for 2 months. Now Discord does their whole, "Oh, we're sorry, we messed up." Now the issue with this whole entire response is that the initial tweet that blew up talks about Discord's AI moderation, and there is no mention of that in this thread by Discord. Like, how does a system look at a Minecraft screenshot and say, "Yes, you're a predator"? So they're not even addressing like the elephant in the room. Also, this reads a lot like PR slop. And finally, is any of this true? So with that, I need to do my job, look into things, and there's 3 things to dissect. The first thing is that Discord says that a real human being with a heart and a pulse, with a brain and not an artificial intelligence computer agent shareholder value increasing machine, a human being is reviewing this sort of content. The second thing Discord claims is that they've unbanned everyone affected by this bug. And the third thing is what Discord didn't talk about, how they think an optical illusion is a child. So let's start off with the human reviewer claim. Now, I've constantly said that Discord's appeal system feels like talking to a brick wall or talking to a clanker that has the intelligence of a robot vacuum. I specifically pointed that out because I know I have a clip of a robot vacuum crashing down the stairs like my old grandma who just died recently. But for me, I know that like a human being does look at child safety violations because Discord banning people for sending grids is bad. But it'd be even worse if Discord sent off your message to law enforcement, labeling you as a predator, and then law enforcement goes to your house, kicks down your door, they realize, oh, you sent a grid and Discord is fucking stupid, right? So there's a human in the middle. But instead of me just saying, "Yo, trust me, bro, this is what's happening," instead I want to talk about an incident that happened to me on my alt account, because one of my viewers told me that they got banned for child safety for sending this screenshot of a TikTok comment section. Now, they were roasting some poor soul, so I have blurred out his face because he probably doesn't want to be on the internet. But I sent that screenshot on my alt account and I got hit with a child safety violation. So Discord's system, I'm going to call it a system for now, I'll explain what it is a little bit later. But Discord's system assumed that I was a predator because they thought this TikTok screenshot was CSAM. And what they did is they limited access to me uploading attachments for a single day. Now, when it comes to this grid ban, people got their accounts banned completely, and I'm pretty sure that happened because Discord realized that having a single day to filter out a predator is a little bit difficult in a short timeline. But fundamentally, they both work the same. They prevent you from sharing and spreading more CSAM. But in the case of my alt account, if I genuinely did share CSAM, then within this day of me being limited from uploading images, within that day, a Discord employee should have looked at that image that I sent and permanently banned me. And considering I'm on it and I also used it for an investigation a couple months later, that obviously didn't happen because a human being looked at this, realized it was a TikTok comment, and didn't ban my account. Now, not everything is good. If I try appealing this violation, it doesn't work. In fact, this violation is still on my account. Clearly, like, the system is buggy as fuck, which to me is just reinforces the fact that Discord had a bug that prevented them from actually unbanning accounts automatically. But it's time to talk about the second thing I need to dissect, whether or not Discord unbanned everyone. Now, Discord's not like a super incompetent company sometimes, but it is extremely easy for Discord to unban people who got caught by this grid ban because they made it clear that they found some sort of false positive image, and in Discord's backend, they track everything. They probably tracked that one image, its hash, was the thing that got you banned, so they can just look through and they can unban everyone that got affected. And it's pretty clear that this was the case because they managed to unban 8,200 accounts from months ago in a matter of a single day. But doesn't mean everyone got unbanned, because if you look at the Twitter context, this person is a music producer and they claim that they have been banned by this and they haven't been reinstated. And I'm not just taking Twitter's word for it. I've looked through multiple people that claim to be unbanned, whether it's on Twitter or Reddit, and there are people that have been banned months ago for child safety. One person got banned for sending, I think, like an earthbound texture grid. This has always consistently been a problem. People getting falsely flagged and getting banned. And the thing I'm trying to point out is that Discord knows there was like 1 or 2 false positive images that caused all these bans, which allowed them to unban a whole bunch of people. But there are probably still maybe 10, maybe 100 other false positive images that have gotten people banned, and this bug prevented them from being unbanned. Like, we don't know when this bug started. Now, of course, I don't know exactly what Discord has done, but from my outsider perspective, it seems like Discord should set up a system where they scrape through all of their backend and just check if an accepted appeal actually meant the account got unbanned. Like, just make sure this bug didn't affect other people because you haven't looked through those other false positives. And finally, it's time to address the elephant in the room. How did Discord's AI system think that this or this or this is CSAM? How did Discord mess up this bad? And plot twist, according to a Discord employee, Advaith, this has nothing to do with AI. In fact, this has to do with Photo DNA, a product made by Microsoft that is used all across the internet. Now, before I dig into this, I do want to say we're on Twitter. Most people are chronically online, hardcore conspiracy theorists, and are highly delusional and paranoid. So they might think that Advaith is lying to us and trying to make us blame Microsoft's Photo DNA instead of a sentient Discord AI that's scanning all your images. And I kind of honestly wish that was the case because that would be a brilliant story to dig into, but turns out it is Photo DNA's problem because I've talked to people that have skin in the game when it comes to protecting Discord. I've talked to people who hate Discord, and they all say that this is a Photo DNA problem. Now, if you don't know, Photo DNA is a Microsoft product they made a long time ago that it's free for companies to use, but it is a perceptual hashing algorithm for image identification and content filtering technology. What does that mean for normal people? Basically, it's a system that tries to identify similar images. So let's say that this image here is CSAM, something that should be blocked by any website that has Photo DNA. If someone uploads this to Discord, they will instantly get banned. Now, predators have a brain cell. Maybe. And what they will try to do is they will try to bypass Photo DNA by cropping the image a little bit. This is a completely different image cryptographically, but with a fuzzy hashing algorithm, they can say that this image is similar to the whole image because of math. And this perceptual hashing, the fuzzy hashing, the way Photo DNA works is that they try to prevent predators from finding bypasses by cropping, maybe by adjusting some colors and turning David into a Simpson Smurf, something. They try to prevent predators from just drawing on the image to change it enough to bypass PhotoDNA. PhotoDNA doesn't care about all that stuff. It uses crazy math algorithms to say that these two images are extremely similar, which means they're probably both CSAM. So basically, PhotoDNA uses a whole bunch of weird math to flag similar images by turning them into like these weird, like pixely, noisy things, which this is actually part of an exploit, which I'll talk about later, but it's trying to find similar images with math. And PhotoDNA has a massive database containing hashes of previously identified illegal images. They have a database of hashes. That's sort of like a fingerprint. That's what they try to use and explain. And what websites like Facebook, Discord, Twitter do is they use the same PhotoDNA algorithm to create a fingerprint of an image that you upload, and if it's similar to a fingerprint, if it's known CSAM content, then you're probably sending CSAM. It's just this crazy moderation system, and Discord uses it a lot. In fact, in Discord's transparency report for a single year between March of 2025 to 2026, Discord disabled 861,000 accounts for CSAM, and they specifically highlight that Discord filed 518,000 cyber tip reports with the NCMEC, which included 339,000 reports involving photo or video content. Now, there's an advantage to PhotoDNA that not a lot of people realize. When Discord reports these people to the NCMEC with reports involving photo or video content, a human being at the NCMEC will look at the content, verify that it's CSAM, and it will add that hash to the PhotoDNA database. So that means that the database is constantly being updated with new and new pieces of CSAM hashes to prevent people from sharing CSAM on the internet. Now, so far, PhotoDNA sounds pretty sick. Like this thing works. It gets people reported to law enforcement, stops predators. Like, it's great. But this is where I think things went wrong. Now, I just want to point out this is sort of a prediction, speculation. I'm not omniscient. I don't have access to the inner workings of Discord or PhotoDNA, but on Discord there is a massive surge of predator bots. Talked about it in a previous video, but basically there are bots on Discord that will send images or have in their profile picture CSAM content, and they're meant to try and sell it to you on Telegram or weird other chatting platforms. And something that I've seen a lot more is that the images that they send or the profile pictures that they have are a photo gallery, and the photos are all CSAM content. It's just a grid of CSAM content. But these are constantly being posted on Discord, and they constantly get taken down for being CSAM. But when this happens, that gallery photo gets reported to the NCMEC, and it gets added to their database. And when you have hundreds of thousands of images of people's photo gallery, and you have an algorithm that looks for things that are sort of similar, this photo gallery kind of looks like a grid, and a grid is kind of looking like CSAM now. Now, that's not the whole picture. Looking at this article from Safer, which is built by Thorn, which Discord has stated in one of their blog posts that they work with Thorn, there is another system called a Safer list, where basically you, or Discord, will start flagging content, and you will add it to your own little database. It's like your own little PhotoDNA database, and this is meant to prevent like predators who like have new CSAM content from flooding your whole entire platform, because when the PhotoDNA like database, which is managed by the NCMEC, when it gets updated, it has to go through like a report, it has to be reviewed, it has to go into the data set, and the data set has to be redistributed. There's a bit of a delay through this whole entire system. So having a local Safer list, that's what they call it, allows platforms like Discord to operate a lot faster and not wait for the NCMEC. So this also could have been the issue. It is part of the whole PhotoDNA pipeline, but again, the only information we have is it's PhotoDNA. So now again, I'm not omniscient. I can't tell you with 100% certainty what is going on, but one thing I can say for certain is that things are going to get worse for everyone on the internet. Because I want to take a look at this post by Panley, but they were talking about the PhotoDNA and Discord support having all these problems, but they pointed out that PhotoDNA is owned by Microsoft. It's not under the jurisdiction of a governing body or nonprofit. It's software made by a private company that operates at cost, and companies famously do not like throwing monies into pits. And what I'm trying to point out is that PhotoDNA is owned by Microslop. The company that puts AI into Windows 11 and then has to warn you that the AI could put malware on your PC. Their own feature could put malware on your computer. Now, this seems like me just bashing Microsoft for no reason, but the thing is that PhotoDNA isn't perfect at all. In fact, it has pretty big flaws that people have started to figure out through research, and also because at one point PhotoDNA was allegedly leaked on GitHub and people use that to reverse PhotoDNA and find a whole bunch of issues with it. Basically, PhotoDNA is flawed. For example, this looks a little bit familiar because I've been using it as a visual aid, but what these researchers were able to to do is they were actually able to reverse parts of the image. You know the hash that PhotoDNA says is not reversible? Well, they were able to get the hash and turn it into this pixelated image. And you can see, like, obviously, if you looked at this and you didn't know it was a hockey player skating on ice, you'd probably be like, what the is going on? But there is information that is being leaked through the hashes. But where things get even worse, things that you are probably concerned about, at least I know I am, is the fact that they're able to do hash collisions, or they call it a second pre-image attack. Basically, imagine this crab and this dog is CSAM content. These are the original images that are flagged. And what these researchers were able to do is they would get a target image. These are just normal images that are completely innocent, and they were able to modify the image using weird math to make it where that this image here would have an exact hash collision of this image here. So to PhotoDNA, this crab and this slightly weird image are exactly the same. If that made absolutely no sense to you, basically, they were able to modify images where if you sent it on Discord, it would think that you're sending CSAM, even though it looks completely normal. And I think the craziest part about this is that they didn't need the original image. Like, they don't actually need the photo. They just needed the hash, which, like, I don't think you understand, but, like, this is crazy. But wait. There's more. Now, this is a bit of a rant, so it's time to lock the in for a second. But remember how I thought that the photo gallery led to this grid ban? Well, thankfully for us, on this planet, some corporate CEOs a couple years ago wanted to make more money, and they decided to bless us with our own destruction with AI. Because if you don't know, I'm about to ruin your day. AI will make an absolute metric ton of CSAM, like millions and millions of photos you can just generate with AI. And predators do this because they can say, guys, chill out, law enforcement, stop putting me in handcuffs. This isn't a real child, it's an AI child. I'm not doing anything wrong. Which, debatable. The problem, though, that relates to this whole video is that, first off, if Discord flags this AI CSAM and sends it to the NCMEC, law enforcement is going to be looking for a child that doesn't exist. And that time and resources are taken away from a child that does exist, that does need help. But the second problem with this is that if the PhotoDNA database is flooded with millions of AI CSAM slop, there's going to be more false flags. We're gonna have more issues like this. And from a conversation that I had with someone that's in this industry, they said that a lot of people are really worried about AI CSAM degrading PhotoDNA's performance. I've shown you with this research article that everywhere on the internet because Microsoft is doing all this hard work and it's all for free. But if PhotoDNA has more and more false positives and it's being flooded with AI CSAM, it's going to be less trustworthy. People just won't be able to trust it anymore. And companies are going to try and make their own solutions. And they're going to make it using your favorite technology. That's right, AI. So possibly in a dystopian hellhole future, we will have AI slop trained on AI CSAM to detect real CSAM that will AI scan moderate your images without any hallucinations at all. That's definitely not going to work. We have literally AI Ouroboros just eating the slop. The main takeaway is that PhotoDNA clearly has flaws that are documented in research papers, and PhotoDNA needs to be improved because the internet is becoming more and more unstable with AI. But the problem is that PhotoDNA is owned by Microsoft, a company that does this for free, a company that is for profit, and they're not under the jurisdiction of any governing body. They have no obligation to make PhotoDNA better. So this is really like trying to push a corporate company to do the right thing and spend more money and not putting profits over child safety. And considering Microsoft is literally putting your fucking computer at risk with their shitty ass AI, things aren't looking too good. Anyways, gamers, if this video felt rushed, it's because it is. I was on vacation until Wednesday. And then I heard about this when I got back, and yeah, I have to upload this on Saturday, so I have like 2 or 3 days to make this bad boy. So if the production quality is a little bit lower, I apologize. And I still think I like food poisoned myself or something. I don't feel good. Anyways, hopefully you learned something. Bye bye. I love you.
He is, bro. Close your eyes and then come find me. I promise I'll stay within the biome. Within the whole biome. I saw where he teleported. Oh, I saw where he teleported. Yeah, you're not safe for me, bro. You're not safe for me, bro. I'm literally cheating. I'm literally hacking. I literally have ESP. I literally saw where you teleported. You're a stupid little bitch, bro. I'm finding you in 5 seconds. He said he's in the haunted biome. I think he's literally up there. There's no way he's not up there. Real viewers, seriously though, strong arm. No, I don't want to go to the freaking snow, dude. I want to stay in the haunted biome. Um, he went in this direction, but he said he's in the biome, and I just don't believe him because why did he just go? What? Can you agree the spider music? The spider area has the best music in the game. Wait, I haven't. So, did they make a soundtrack for every island? I need to go hear that if they did. So, the haunted biome goes even more over here. What is this? Crypt. I don't have super boom though. I don't have super boom. Oh, I don't need it. Okay. Burby. Oh, fairy soul. Let's go. I love fairy souls. Lost soul. Find a fairy soul. Find 20. I did. Okay. Why did I just find my first 20 ever? Whoa. Where am I at? Where am I at right now? Okay, I can go up to what? It's only the hub garden and foraging islands. Okay, for now though. For now. Oh, you can just jump down here. Okay. So what's over here? I'm a little curious. Oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Did you guys just hear that? The fuck was that sound? What was that sound? Did you just hear that? What just like screamed in my ear? Can I break that? Okay. What is this? How do I interact with this? Is it anything to do with this coin? Throwing coins that are found in other bodies of water is said to bring good luck. Soothing incense. Stick a sweet incense makes you feel at ease. What? What does that sound? What does that sound? What? What do I do? Oh! We figured it out. What was that? Okay. Wait, I need 2 more. Fuck. Wait, we have to come back.
Hello and welcome to my 100% Rift guide. Today we're doing the second video of my guide series. Here. Now get back when it's green, but you have to stand still when it's red. Sure to
Get the Sanders Power Recliner for just $2.95.
Your reflection is always doing it on time. The tasks kind of repeat themselves. Click the item frames, but the hopper side has to stay in the interface. The beacon side has to tell the hopper side which slots have a beacon. Left to right is letters, top to bottom is numbers. So for example, if there's a beacon in the top left corner, it would be slot A1. For me it felt counterpart if every at the side, and you should have some. You will get the interface rotating every blue contains to click it. Slot tells you the color next to the color is blue. Now use the water diamethane, which now talk to in between 2 roofs. Use the lava silks giving you the warding diamethane, which you have to use for the next task. He always tells you where you have to go. There's a small chest at the destination which you have to open. For example, the first one is next to the small lake. Take out the paper and go back to Okran. He then tells you to imbue the room. For example, in the first room, you just have to click the red side to honey. If you do so, and the colors fisherman's house, is there is another Montezuma fragment on top of it. There's also another soul in between 2 roofs. Use the lava silks once more to be able to grab it. Now talk to Sorcerer Okron on top of his house. He's giving you the warding diamethane, which you have to use for the next task. He always tells you where you have to go. There's a small chest at the destination which you have to open. For example, the first one is next to the small lake. You have to go back to Okran. Number 3 is at the water tower. Number 4 is in the barn. Number 2 is in the windmill. The whole procedure repeats a few times now. Paper number 2 is in the windmill, number 3 is at the water tower, number 4 is in the barn, number 5 is in the hot dog house, number 6 is on top of Cat's house, number 7 is in the cake house, and take out the tally. The following room is
Fuck. Fuck, bro. Oh, do we? Shining. Oh, I don't think we do. It spawns here. Yogi Berry. Okay. Can be placed at the bird feeder to attract birds. Yo, I don't want to attract birds, bro. Yo. This guy said attract birds. Yo, 2026. Pop off the alpha. We don't care. Yo, yes, we do. This is literally the craziest piece of content this game has ever gotten. Ever. What are you talking about? This is fucking insane. I am literally mentally masturbating at the thought of getting to play this game when it drops. This is insane. This is like Rift Part 2, but better. Like, this is insane. Can I get one more incest, please? Like, I'm waiting, bro. This is so silly. Just drive a funky, this guy drives a funky, yo, where is the last one? Wait. Let's put 3 down. Are you sure you wish to continue? Yes, I'm sure. Yo, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready, bro. Where is this, bro? Where is this? Where's the last one? Where's the last incense, bro? Wait, why is this obsidian crying? I feel bad for it. Wait, where is the last one? This might be a crazy shout, but you look like you can hold a 10-second long queef. Yo, what does that mean though? Like, think about that. What does that mean though? This looks like a summoning circle, bro. I think this is the warden. I'm not going up if I don't have to, bro. It's gonna respawn. Trust. I'll give it like, dude. If the next spawn isn't wait, do they even respawn? I'm assuming they do because I swear that they just did. Okay, if it's not here, I'm just gonna go back up and get my next one. But I don't want to swim back up, man. God damn. Okay, I guess I will. Let's go. Let's go get our last one. Uh-oh. Wait. Where am I? Oh, I'm in the fairy soul zone. Okay, wait. We have to get one more soothing incense, and then I'm pretty sure we're summoning a boss here, or something despicable and mischievous is going on in the haunted biome. Shining coin. Wait, I want to throw a shining coin in the water. Okay, we got our last incest. Let's throw this in the water though. I kind of want to just throw this in the water because it's like the other coin. It's like frog coin. It's like frog coin. Wait, my Q is disabled. Wait, my Q is disabled. Fuck. Wait, this slot isn't locked. What? That did nothing. That literally did nothing. Yo, W update, bro. Yo, so. Are you serious? Wait, they're all lit. Okay, wait, last one. Summon. The ground starts to shake. Yo! What the fuck? What? Doom spiral. Gotta catch them all, bitch. Yo. Oh, it's enraged? Yo, stop. What is this? Break it. Oh, I broke it. Oh, bitch. Yep, you're captured. What? I can't see anything. What? Why you bullying me? Yo, I can't see anything, bro. I need to take this guy down, bro. Let me break this. How do I? Oh, he cracked me. Captured. What the fuck? Yo. I can't capture him. How do I break it? How do I get up there and break it? Bang. Break the last one. Okay. I just got assassinated. Okay. Nice. That's okay. Whatever. I kind of want to kill him. Oh, he just went back underground. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to fucking kill him. Okay. I'm definitely not ready. Is there a way to get like armor in here and more stamina or some shit? That's the forest. Do we want to go to the forest? I don't even know. Quit the game. Okay. Well, that was literally a warden. Why? Yo, think about this though. HYPIXEL is actually dialed. HYPIXEL is so dialed right now, like beyond dialed. This is insane. You can parry his attack with a ball. Bro, we have never seen some shit like this ever in Skyblock. This is insane. Polaris Shard. What is that? Polaris Shard. Deal more damage to frozen mobs. Oh, Jerry is terrified. Yo. What the? Bitch. Don't ever fucking challenge me ever again. Both of you guys. Well, first try. Yep, get out of here. Oh, there's a little piece of driftwood. Wait, I can cosplay being a little polar bear dying from global warming. Wait, let me get over here. Stop! Get in the Pokeball, bro. You're making me so mad. Okay, wait. Look at this little floating thing. Can I stand on it? Oh my god, admins. Admins are dialed in. Am I falling? Can I go swimming? Let's go swimming. Yo, what's down here, though? Ooh. Secret. Where are we going? Frostbitten. Uh-oh. Fuck. Oh my god. All that for a fairy soul? I just sacrificed my fucking life for a fairy soul. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Okay. I know there's a legendary creature in this zone here. Oh, when you run out of Pokeballs, is it just over? Judging by the fact that we're in snowy mountains, let's make an educated guess that the legendary critter or whatever is at the very top of the mountain. Or, why are you guys bullying me? Why are you bullying me? Oh my god, Cookie Crumb, the 3-man raid. Welcome in, you three. What were you guys up to today? Welcome in. I don't know how educated my guess was, but what is that? I didn't account for a random floating Minecraft area. What is that? What the fuck? Is this not supposed to be here? What is this? What is that? Get captured, Polaris. Get out of here. Whoa! What the fuck? What the fuck? He just launched me off the map. Okay. How do I get more Pokeballs, though? Yo, Tobias. Can I get more? Tobias, help me, bro. Help me, Tobias. What do I do, dude? So I think the legendary critter was that Warden? I don't know how to do these, though. I can't do Centauri in here, man. I'm banned from Centauri. The fuck? Yo, so I think that literally was... I think that was not supposed to be there. I don't know why that floating highland was just sitting over there. You gotta leave and come back? Fuck. Wait, so how do I spawn the legendary critter here? I'm kind of curious to see what they did with him. If they did Warden, I wonder what they're gonna do with the other one. Whoa? Hello? 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 Dwarven mines? What was that? I'm not tripping. What was that? I'm scared. Wait, what is this area? Oh my god, I'm in the Dwarven mines. I'm in the Dwarven mines? Whoa. Titana boa. What is that? What is that? Titana boa. Can you chill? Why is his mouth like gaping open? What? Oh, yeah, you're fucked. Don't even try me. Don't even try me. First try. Yep, you're gone. What do I get from you? I get... Wait, what? What was he called again? Strong worm. Or shy worm. Defense. Yeah, I don't care. Okay, wait. So everything leads over here. We have this giant, this is a giant like train tracks here or something. Let's keep going down. I didn't even know this would be a biome. What is this part of? If this isn't part of the ice, is it? Chuckwalla. What's a chuckwalla? Oh my lord, he is geeked. His eyes are bulging out of his fucking head. Oh my god. It's the canyon? Ah, okay. Let's keep going down. What's going on over here? Chuckwalla. I know he's had a bit too much to fucking... I don't even know. I don't know what his problem is. Ubat. What is that? Yo, so I think for a lot of the custom mobs, they... You just got like skyblock pets and just had them float around. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's kind of unique. What are... What? 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 Whoa! 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 Chill, Diddy. What is this, bro? The fuck? Rockmite. Silverfish. Does this just keep going up? Like, what is that? Ubat, definitely not based on Zubat. Yeah, definitely nothing to do with Pokemon whatsoever. I think that would be a gross miscalculation to say that. Yeah, certainly. This worm is worming around. Stop being a worm, you stupid worm. What the fuck? Little fucking worm. So there's nothing down here. There's literally nothing down here. I'm literally crashing out. I'm literally D1 crash out. What is this? What the fuck is this? He came out of a shit. Okay,
There
no.
is a guy at the beginning who gives you a critter deck. It's the best cherry for this area. IDK if you can get it on your first time in, but you can see.
Dude, well, I saw the guy, but it said that I had to discover it first. Only one other boss in the Safari Zone besides Warden. Wait, I'm curious. I just want to see the legendaries. So there's nothing down here, as far as it seems. There's literally nothing down here at all. I wonder how to spawn in the ice guy. I'm a little bit curious. I kind of want to restart. I kind of want to go out and come back in. I got an icebreaker. What? Quest item. Tunnel vision, rare occurrences. Perhaps that has a use there. What is the rare occurrence that can appear in this area? What the hell? Right click, tunnel vision. Bitch. Fuck out of here. What? Can you do pand? Nope, I can't. I cannot. No, it worked. What the fuck? I'm a genius. Oh, yo, I'm literally a genius. I'm literally 900 IQ. Oh, and I'm out. Okay. Safari manager knows, and he's mad at me. You have to catch one of every ice type to summon it. Yep, I think we have to leave. Let's leave. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. I want to go back right away. There's so... What is going on over here? Are they wearing them on their head? Yo, fellas. Fellas. Throw for RNG. Trade request. High class. Why is it recommed? Yo, I have to. Why is it recommed? Businessman. Why is it recommed? Do I hit on the first one? Guys, I have to start rolling now, right? Okay, second try. Don't play with me, bitch. I'm him. I am him. Thank you very much. Let's go back to the thingy. See, guys, literally don't ever let me touch dice, bro. I'm so good at dice that I get hooked. I lose all my fucking money. Don't even. It's not good, bro. It's not good for me. It's not good for me. Seriously. Like, seriously. Should have upgraded Essence Shop. Bah, you're right. Well, can't we go back? Oh, fuck. I should have. What is a lime gem? This is new. Found in the cavern biome. Perhaps it is used there. Real inconspicuous. So I have to catch one of every single one. Okay, I think we have to catch everything in here then. Okay. There's an essence shop in the Safari Zone. I know, but I have to buy the essence. Like, I have to acquire the essence first. So, do these fish count as the ice mobs? I'd assume they do. Nozzle nose. Well, first of all, you. Tepid. Tepid? What does that even... Dippat. Interesting. Okay, wait, what's new? Nozzle nose. Slimed. Wait. Pre-fire. No, he got insta-captured. Oh, I'm gonna die. That's not good. You can upgrade it in the zone. I know, but I need to buy the essence. I don't have the essence to do it. You die really fast in the water. Were those the only two in the water? I just got two. So I think I'm missing the bear. Wait, who is this guy? Who is this guy? I didn't even look. Huntress Alyssa. Oh, this girl. Sorry. My bad. My fault. You lost half your capsules from dying. Oh, shit. Us hunters call them floor drops. Yeah, okay. Broken records all over the place. Mantis shrimp. Bang. Ow! Oh my god, I forgot they punch you. The mantis shrimp. They have that punch that, like, blows you up in real life. Please capture it. Fuck. 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 I'm gonna go four tries. Oh, and I'm about to die and lose half again, right? Did I just lose another half? Please don't tell me. Please, okay. I think we leave. I think we leave and we come back. Canyon? Warp Taurus? Taurus? That doesn't exist. Okay. How do I leave then? How do I leave? How do I leave? Let's leave, bro. Let's leave. I don't know how to leave, bro. This is cooked. This is fucked. Okay, so I think I've gotten most of them. Well, what did that even give me? What did that give me? The mantis shrimp is another treasure fishing. Wait, treasure is getting quite a buff, as it seems. Treasure fishing is getting like a lot of new stuff. So I don't know. For those who are enjoying treasure fishing, this seems like a good day for you. I don't know if I caught these guys yet. Ow! What the? Oh my god, they're jumping me. I got jumped in LA, bro. Chill. What is this? Let me capture one of you. Get away from me. Okay, I got one. How do you get in the ice area, bro? I'm stuck on main island. You have to go get safari tickets, and you have to go to the safari. That doesn't look like it should be there, but I'm assuming that's all of them. I mean, there's that guy in the ice, so I need to get another icebreaker. There we go. Already got one. Nice. And another one. Okay, so there's like 3 more critters I have to get, I think. Yo, chill out. There's a mountain goat. Wait, let's climb. We didn't even climb yet. I'm getting shot at. I'm trying to climb. I'm literally getting shot at. Like, he's just not letting me. Let's go to the tip. This is where I thought there'd be a mob anyways, at the very top of the mountain. Okay. We are climbing. We are bridging. What is up here, bro? Let's see. I'm a little bit curious. Another strong arm. Oh, there's a thingy up here. There's a little cave. Some cave action. Okay. Strong arm, please don't shoot me. Please leave me alone. Okay. He's juggling me. Okay. Yeah, he's W keying me. It's over. Can we leave me alone? Whoa. That shutter squid. That's new. Wait, what is this? Yeah, there's the next ice mob. Okay. Let me capture you. Let me capture you right quick. Oh, and then I can get that guy with the icebreaker. Bang. Shutter squid. Okay, nice. And then we have this one. You're going to freeze to death again. Cap. Boom. Boom. It's a Trudon. It's from Ark. It's literally from Ark. Trudon from Ark. Hey, yo. Trudon. Yo. Capture. Let me capture the Trudon. I get it. He's a dinosaur from Ark, so he's literally in the ice. That makes sense. Check your scoreboard. Oh, it's okay. I got my Trudon. Yo, wait, so what did I get from that? I got the Trudon shard. What does that do? Trudon shard is fossil essence. That would make sense, considering he was a fossil. Interesting. How do I get not frostbitten? The fire? That would make sense. That would make the most sense, right? Okay, I think I should kill myself. I think that's the plan. I think we just end my life. I think we die. I think we should do that. Or are these sea lummies? Oh, I can't get them. I can't get my little loomies. God damn it. Wait, can I have this ray of Helios, please? Yo, can I have this ray of Helios? First good idea you've had? Ah, nice. Thanks. Guys, I think I'm just going to re-upload this entire VOD and just give it a thumbnail because there's just too much in here. There's just way too much for me to put into one thing. Leaving the skyblock menu? Genius. Critter Dex is right here. So I'm missing one. I'm missing one rare critter, and then I could spawn the last one. Option, leave. Let's leave. Let's leave. Let's do Centauri now. And Centauri can give me, like, infinite essence, I believe. Essence. Where is that? 100K. Bang, 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 bang. Okay. Now let's go back. Buy scroll to Taurus. Ooh, facts. Opinions on the update? Probably the best update this game has ever gotten, ever. This update is huge. It's fucking huge. I was saying all the time, like I was saying more than anything, what Hypixel needed is a giant update. Like whenever we get updates, it's always one tiny island. There's nothing fucking happening. This is the first time we've gotten like one ginormous update, and it's fucking nuts. Like it's perfect. It's insane. I love this, dude. It's actually fantastic. I'm glazing, but I'm just saying like this is insane. Trump 5S, you remind me of Fear. What the fuck does that even mean? What does that mean?